Hello students, myself Dr. Rashmi Tyagi. I am an educationist and I am a teacher and I am in the field of science, a scientist also. I have done my doctorate in chemistry from IIT Roorkee. Today I am going to discuss with you a very important and interesting chapter, that is structure of atom. All of you know about atoms, and in the previous chapter it was taught to you that a matter, a piece of this thing, a small particle may be divided further. In the end, the particle which you get, which is the smallest, you call it as maybe atom. As the previous century scientists, they told us that the smallest particle is parmanu or atom. So, it was confirmed that the smallest particle of matter is known as atom. Atom means anything which can't be cut. That was the previous century scientist. And I tell you, the structure of atom, this is like a story, and it was not found out in one day. The structure of atom, it took centuries, and some part of it, decades also, which cannot be cut. They said it is indivisible, but later on, with the development of sciences, the other scientists tried to know whether it can be divided further. So, for that many scientists came forward, and then it was discovered that it can be further divided into subatomic particles. I am sure all of you know about those subatomic particles, that is electron and proton, but it was discovered by the scientist only. In the form of a story, I want to tell you all this. So, Sir J. Thomson, he was a chemist. He has given a model of atom, and he compared it to be like a watermelon. As you know that in the watermelon there is a red part, and inside the red part there are black small seeds. So, he has told that this red part is the positively charged part of an atom, and the black seeds are the negatively charged part of an atom. So, that means in an atom we have got positive and negative charges also. At the end of 18th century and the start of 19th century, it was confirmed beyond doubts that atom is not simple indivisible particle, but contained at least one subatomic particle, the electron, which was identified by Sir J. Thomson. Even before the electron was identified by the scientist E. Goldstein in 1886, at that time only he discovered the presence of new radiations in a gas discharge tube and called them canal rays. These rays were positively charged radiations, which ultimately led to the discovery of another subatomic particle. This subatomic particle had a charge equal in magnitude, but opposite than an electron, that means a positively charged particle. So, till this time it was discovered or maybe confirmed that the atom is not indivisible as was thought by the previous century, that is 18th century scientist, but it can be further divided into positively and negatively charged particles. All of you know that, I am very sure, that is protons and electrons, and I know that you know about another particle also, that is neutron. We will discuss about it, about its discovery and properties later on. And I want to tell you, my dear students, that still lot of research is being conducted in 19th century and this century also, the present century, about the atom. So, it is going to be very interesting journey to you, for all of you. Proton, that is the positively charged particle, its mass was approximately 2000 times as that of the electron. It was heavier than electron actually. It was given the name proton. In general, an electron is represented as small e. All of you know that, and a proton is shown as small p. The mass of a proton is taken as 1 unit and its charge as +1. It is positively charged. That is the reason it is taken as +1. The mass of an electron is considered to be negligible. There is, no weight at all of an electron, but its charge is -1. It is quite powerful, its charge. It seemed highly likely that an atom was composed of protons and electrons and mutually balancing their charges. If the equal number of positively and negatively charged particles are present, then they are going to neutralize or balance each other. It is very simple to understand this. It also appeared that the protons were in the interior of the atom and they cannot be peeled, they cannot be taken out. Then what sort of structures these particles are having? That was a very interesting question for the scientists of that time, and they tried their best. Let us see further that what experiments were carried out to explain about the atom. Now you can see the slides in which you can see the photograph of Sir J.J. Thomson, and he was a great scientist, and you can just go through what is written here, that he had many research scholars also. You know what is the meaning of research scholars? It means the students who are working under his guidance on the same topic. And I want to tell you that there were 7 research scholars, his students, who got the Nobel Prize for the research which was taking place under his supervision. So, he was a great scientist. We should always try to respect these people who have sacrificed their life, the whole life, in the discovery of different scientific concepts.